Hey there, Mel High School. This is Dr. Foster coming to you with Bulldog eNews for the week of September 28th. The final week of September, the calendar will turn October this week and our sixth week of NTI. It is crazy how time is flying. All right, let me dive straight in. I'm going to try to get this video done in less than 5 minutes. So let me start this week with what I've been sharing over the past few weeks, the schedule for the upcoming week. Here is a glimpse of the first 6 or 7 weeks of school. As we talked about before the school year started, many of the first few weeks of school were 4-day weeks. We're back to that this week. So obviously the week of Monday, September 28th, we'll have 4 days of school and no school this Friday, October 2nd. So if you'll join me right here and look at the screen, students, you'll see your schedule for the week. Monday and Wednesday will both be purple days. Tuesday and Thursday are gold days. And again, Friday, October 2nd, is a non-school day. Paired with that, next Monday, October 5th, will be the fall parent-teacher conferences. Parents, you should be hearing from your students' teachers this week in regards to conferences next Monday, October 5th, a week from tomorrow, that'll be held during the hours of 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Unfortunately, they will be virtual. So fortunately, you'll be able to hook up and connect with your child's teachers at any point during the day. Unfortunately, we won't get a chance to visit and see one another face to face. But right now, that's where we are. So information regarding electronic signups will be coming from each teacher. And again, all conferences will be virtual, and you'll be hearing from each teacher either through Infinite Campus Messenger, Google Classroom, etc. All right, parents and students, I'm sure that you heard loud and clear last week some rumblings about the possible return to in-person instruction. So a few things I wanted to share with the Mel community today. Obviously, there's lots of information to come in regards to the return to in-person instruction. First of all, Tuesday night is a board meeting with the Jefferson County Public Schools Board of Education. They will be discussing Dr. Polio's proposal to return to in-person instruction. And if you'll notice on my screen, I have the word bold and yellow, the word tentative. He will be sharing a very tentative timeline in regards to the possible return to instruction. So how that affects high school students at this point. Tentatively, ninth graders could return to in-person instruction on October 29th. They'll have 2 or 3 days of school just by themselves, ninth grade only. And then 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students would return to the building on November 2nd. Why is that tentative, you might ask or be thinking to yourself? It's very dependent on data. Obviously, our board will have a very difficult decision in regards to the number of cases and where we are in making a decision. So please wear your mask, put it on. It'll help us get back to school. The next thing that will probably be popping in your inbox or on your radar is an opportunity for students and families to declare your preference in regards to returning to the building for instruction, whether it's late October or even later, or to remain learning virtually. And so be looking for that information. Again, each student will have the opportunity to choose and declare whether or not they want to come back to in-person instruction in the building or remain virtually through the Virtual Learning Academy. A couple of resources that I'm sharing with you. I'm not going to click on them for the sake of time, but below, right here, you will see buttons that will take you directly to two very different conversations. First is a conversation hosted by our Chief of Communications, Miss Renee Murphy. It's a Q&A session. It's fantastic, very informative. I understand right now that we have some students, parents, even staff that are uncomfortable with many things that are uncertain in regards to return to in-person instruction. I challenge you to watch that. It's very informative. And then second, right here, the link to Dr. Polio's press conference from last week. You'll get to hear Dr. Polio's proposal from the man himself. You'll also get to hear the follow-up questions from the media. Both of those very informative as we all begin to process returning to in-person instruction and beginning to understand what will it look like, what things will be considered, so on and so forth. Changing gears a little bit, this week in athletics have a very busy week. So you can see our schedule beginning tomorrow all the way through next Saturday. I want to take a minute to thank our students and parents our coaches, Coach Kelsey, our athletics director, our athletics department staff, for all each of you have done to keep our student athletes safe, following the protocols and doing what we need to do to continue to participate in athletics and hopefully continue to keep each one of you safe as we continue to get through this COVID process together. Seniors, last week and the week before, I've shared some information in regards to senior transition from our counseling department. So right here, I'm leaving that there. I challenge you to check it out as you begin formally applying for colleges, formally applying for financial aid, formally applying for other things. So check that out. It's a wealth of information. Lastly, parents and students, want to remind you once again, sign up for the Louisville Male High School app. It is probably the most streamlined place to get information relating to our school and all things that are going on. So, folks, I end with this. I hope you've had a great weekend. Let's make it a great week. As always, take care of yourselves, stay well, and we will see you soon.